Well, I don't know whether the microphone's working or not, but as you can see, I'm up at Los Llanos. I didn't walk at all last week. It rained most days anyway up here. It's not raining today, and it's not forecast till tonight, so I'm hoping it's a good day. The giant daffodils are out, dandelions are out. There's some more of the flowers look to be out, but I'll show you later. Okay. We'll see how it goes. Although I said it's not rained today, it's still about from during the week. A lot of water. Oh, today I've got myself a new knee brace, I don't know if you can see that, an adjustable one, to try and keep the patella in place and stop it causing problems. We'll see how that goes. Now these flowers have just about died off. Not these on this side. I don't know what they are. Quite beautiful. Nice plants. Well, yes, it's quite cool up here again today. We're still in, 11 and 12, temperature a bit cooler in the shade, so I'm to walk. I'm carrying a second knee support, just in case my left knee starts flying up. They both seemed okay yesterday, so maybe they'll be alright. Walking without a stick again, just to see if that was a problem. I probably was carrying a stick on my unipod. But I'm not sure whether the stick in general does good or not. Not sure whether knee sports do either. And just one of those little pretty bluebirds hop across my path. Flew away before I could get the camera started. It's very pleasant walking today. Not going to be a long walk. I'm just trying to get my well, I don't know what it is. My life into some organisation. Not quite sure what it's doing at present. So I need to get back into the mountains to get to reality. It's sitting in Los Cristianos and realising the world's going to the dogs isn't any good. Oh, that's a hit will be short across the back. I don't know where to, but we'll make a try. I forgot to put my hearing aids in this morning, so it's very quiet up here today. Look at all those trees. My gimbal system for this camera is still in Santa Cruz, Tenerife. 3 weeks it's been there now, trying to get through customs. God knows what they think it is. It shows how bad the EU really is. This organisation is bloody awful. Here I am, going off the main track into the bit at the back. I prefer to go this way, and I'll pick one of the two tracks up, probably the second one, the higher one. I walked both of them a couple of weeks ago, but I could push a bit further across rather than go to Montagna Negra. So we'll try that today. Been eating my brownies that I made. Don't think it's doing my health much good. I think the sugar spike definitely do have an effect on your system. But I also made a batch of soup, vegetable soup with leeks. Doesn't upset my stomach. It certainly has some strange effect on it. So although I've got 3 lots left, they're going to be binned when I get back. See no point in upsetting my stomach just because I've made it and frozen it. Well, as you can hear, I've been not walking for a week. I'm not very fit. Every time I walk, I find different places to look at. Now, it's strange. I don't know how many times I've walked these paths, but every time it looks different, and I can see things differently. Yeah, a small wall. I don't know there's a wall down it. I've never met. I'm walking in from the other end towards where I am now. There's a wall across the path, but I haven't walked that way for a while. I'll try it later. Okay, a nice grass there. Some grass, some little purple flowers. I stopped because I nearly missed I was going to go up there, but that's the lower track. I need to go this way to the higher track because I'm going to walk that, although I do know it finishes in a dead end part way across, and I'm going to have to fight my way across the undergrowth, but I'm curious how far across I can get. So here we go, the parallel track to the one I've just said I'm not walking on. This is the upper track around the corner here, and we're going up here. Again, another small wall there, look. Not that you can see that. Somebody built walls. Right, start climbing up these tracks, switch off for a while. Time I walked here, when I came to this junction, I went up the hill thinking I could get to the top and to Montagna Negra. Today I'm going down the bottom one. If I'm not careful, it's going to cross the Giniero path somewhere, whether it then goes straight across and I can follow it, I don't know, but it's a different walk again. As you can see, it just goes on quite a wide track. No traffic between up there, as far as I can see. Doesn't appear to be any bicycle track, so not much. 1 or 2 holes dug, so perhaps they've been with their dogs hunting. And as I said, this would cross the Gignero path, there we are. Gignero path going up there, and down there, as you can see there. Okay, but this track goes straight across. I've probably walked it at some point, maybe in the other direction, I just don't know. But I'm going walking down here. I'm not tracking, I'm just walking. The aim was an hour to 2 hour walk, just to try and get a bit fitter. Sitting around is not good for you. This is pretty. It's the white blossom that is on the tree that is dying off, but oh, look at this. How pretty to be able to walk down something like this. Giant dandelions on that side. There, let's see if I can show you. They are the giant dandelions. And on this side, giant dandelions everywhere. And I'm walking through trees of white blossom all the way down. So it is getting to a nicer part of the year where the blossoms on the trees and the bushes are going to come out. Really nice. Just come down that track, and I've now got another track that I've joined. I'm going to turn right, keep walking away from the start. Again, this ought to be covered in that kind of flower, but as we saw earlier in the year, the buds suffered this winter through lack of rain, and there's a lot of drought about, so they didn't do very well. I think this may be the track from the big tree. I don't know. I'll find out in a minute. The trouble is, as the year goes on, the look of these tracks changes as things like this. Flowers grow, on these arching plants over the path, make it look entirely different at times. Another junction in the path, up there, that way, or that way, up there goes to Montagna Negra. I've been walking just under half an hour, so if I go back that way, it will give me an hour's walk, which, for the first walk in a fortnight, you know, there are more purple flowers there, look. Oh, a few more on this lot. But, oh, yet another path. Oh, that's completely baffled me. I'm going to have to look at the map again. I would be walking down that way back. This way goes up slightly, lengthens the walk. More purple flowers up here. Lengthens the walk, but I can turn off further on and go back. Probably put another 15 minutes or 20 minutes on the walk, which I don't think is going to be a problem. It's a nice day. Last week they had rain up here every day. It was really a bad day, a bad week up here. Did try and tax the van twice. Friday when I went down, they were on strike. They let me stand around. Then when I went to try and go in, said couldn't go in. There was nobody there. Make another appointment. So I made another appointment for this Monday. So I went down yesterday, 8 o'clock, first appointment. To start with, the machine couldn't find me. Eventually, the security guard came and talked to one of the assistants. She found it. So I got to the extra pay. When I got there, she said, "Oh, you can't pay this. We don't start till next week. Come back in a week's time." So I wasted 2 days going down to the cultural centre to try and pay the tax on my minibus. Wonderful. Oh, there you are. This is an unusual one. I don't think we've ever come down to the tree from this direction. This is the tree in the middle of the three paths. We normally come up this hill. I'm going down today. Oh look, a little bluebird. Let me see if I can get him to stay there for a minute for you. Where is he? There he is. Are you looking at me? That's it. That's it. She's gone off. Right. The little bluebird. There are some different type of flowers. They look white for you, but they're actually that colour. They're purple. Nice flowers. And they still look like giant buttercups. No, they're not buttercups. Oh, they're shiny like buttercups. Pretty. And they are all over now. I've got a butterfly flying around me as well. There we are, butterfly. Well, you'll never see that. Well, just tried to send you a second message on my Garmin saying I'm still walking. I've got a fairly clear sky. I mean, alright, there are trees about, but we're coming out of the main forest and down to the bottom. But I bet it's not sent the message. I must try and find out how to do this. But there's another project I have to get back to and do some more work rather than worry about whether the world's going to end tomorrow. Now you're recording. I was about 5-10 metres down there. I decided I had to look at the map again and found that, there we are, I don't know if you can see that, I'm right at the end of a track. I come down there, that's the track going down, but there is a path that I'm supposed to be going on. So I'm going to join this and walk through the undergrowth for a while and see where I get to. I've walked it the other way. Very rare I walk it this way. Ouch. As you can see, deep undergrowth. Yeah, I'll go switch you off. Should come to a track further on. Just going to track. If I turn up left, I should get back to the other track, back to the minibus. If I went straight across, I'd finish up in the recreation ground, the camping area down at the bottom of San Jose. So we'll see in a minute. It's quite dense, the undergrowth in parts down there. This is getting, it's a bit better. It's easing off again now. Up there, it was a matter of really bending your head and getting low enough to get through the undergrowth. This is now a normal path. See, further on to this is in the shade. I suppose I'm about halfway down this walk. Let me just have a quick look at the turn it the right way up. Let's see if I can get my position. Yeah, it's bouncing about, but as you can see, I'm coming to this corner now. That's what it is on the map, and then 100 metres to the track. I'm going to turn right and go up the track. back to the junction with the Ciniero path. It is looked after this bit because the part of the stones had been replaced to show you where the edge of the track was up there, so I presume at times somebody comes in here and looks after it. It's not a well walked path at all, but these paths are so much more interesting than the general stuff like the Ciniero path or the big tracks, wide tracks. You see much more of what the flora and fauna are like by coming down these little tracks, little paths. Right, that's where I expected it to be. This is the Kenny, just in case you didn't know. Straight down there is the way to the bottom recreation area with the campsite. We sometimes walk back that way. This time, if I walk up this track, I'll come to the one that takes me back to the minibus. So now we're up a little bit. I've done the downhill stretch. My right knee felt it a bit, but not much. But not really a tremendously hard walk, so difficult to tell. But yeah, it's interesting. I haven't missed a stick. I'm obviously using the Omnipod to carry my camera on. Next week I'm hoping, well, I may be in England of course, but next time I come up here that I'll have the gimbal for using the camera properly. I tend to forget. I come from up there, that's a dead end. I tend to forget how far down that path is. Since joining this track, it's been steadily uphill like this all the way. So, although I'd finished the downhill, I've got a bit of uphill left. So I'll be back to cardiovascular exercise. Not much further to the top actually, so we'll soon be there. And as I said, we'll soon be there. One of the Ciniero paths coming across and going that way. Somebody just walked up that one. I'm going a bit higher to join the main track, which is here. So we've walked this so many times, this area. There we are, coming into the sunshine. Minibus is down there. That's where I went this morning. The Ciniero track is just around, path is just around the corner. And now I'm going back to the minibus. There's more people walking in the opposite direction now down here. They must all be arriving to go walking. A bit later in the day, it's going to get warm. But then, if you don't live here, you don't know that. And they all look like tourists. Ah, well, they'll enjoy it. At least they're warm. Different to England. I presume they were English. No, they weren't Spanish. Right, up this little hill. And back to the water. Getting back close to the water tower now. Just around the next corner, past the next puddle. And we'll be back. As I say, lots of people walking the other way. Hola, buenos días. There we go. Near the end. Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Well, there we are with the local. And here's the last puddle before I'm back at the minibus. Well, there we are, back at the minibus. Not many come up today. Although, one car's gone. And 1, 2, 3, 4 more have arrived. We're coming up to Easter, so I expect it's supposed to be packed out in a few days. Looking at that. So that's it for today. Well, it was quite a short walk. It's taken 55 minutes, so only probably about 3 kilometres that. Still, that's me having done my exercise for today. I'll now take this water off. I'll plug the microphone on. There we are. And I'll send the Garmin signal saying I'm back. So 11:30, that's very early for me to finish a walk, so I should be down all night. I'll keep telling you.